ahead and get started.
Okay, great.
Perfect. So first off, I just want to thank the Force Protocol, Chainlink, and blockchain community for joining us today. Obviously, special thanks to David Lee, the CEO of the Force Protocol, for taking time out of his day. I believe it's evening in China, so thank you so much for staying up with us and sort of joining us for our Q&A. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. I just want to go over the overall goal of this Q&A is really just to get the community more familiar with what the Force Protocol and Chainlink is building, exploring what makes this integration unique and why it's ultimately beneficial to both teams. So this will be for about 30 to 40 minutes, kind of a question and answer structure. Or I'll ask some questions. David will certainly answer them and kind of go into some detail about the Force Protocol. If for some reason you have a question that wasn't addressed, again, feel free to stop by any of either the Force Protocol or Chainlink social channels. I'll have all of those in the description below if you'd like to join. And then basically we'll go ahead and get started. So good morning or good evening, David, where you're at. How are things for you?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. Yes.
Excellent. So really to start us off, would love if you could maybe introduce yourself, give us a little bit of your background and kind of what you're currently working on.
Okay. Hello, Roy, and hello, everyone. I'm David. I'm David Lei, the CEO and the co-founder of the Force Protocol. I'm very happy to be here with all of you in this AMA today. So first, let me introduce about myself. I was engaged in Bitcoin mining for about 1 year between the year 2011 and the year 2012. So that is when I was in graduate school. And after my graduation, I worked for several leading companies in healthcare, internet finance, and software development. And then I began the research on blockchain and crypto since the year 2017. And after 2-year research and study, I founded the Force Protocol with my friends in my business school. And they are Alan, Louis, Michael, and we all built this project together and to aiming at the crypto finance. So the name of our project is from the movie Star Wars. So in the movie, the Force is a very important concept. It is the most important power to secure the love and the peace in the universe in that movie. So joining from this important concept, we named our product the Force. Yeah, this is what our name comes from. And our project is building the DeFi service infrastructure based on blockchain systems. And the Force Protocol's products include DeFi technical components and multiple tokenization protocols. Based on DeFi technical components, that is from our project, so our team integrates the bond financing protocol, the crypto loan protocol, and the decentralized stablecoin protocol to form the ForTube DeFi service platform. I think that's the introduction of myself and my project. Yes, thank you, Roy.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I'd love to get a little bit more into ForTube and really the 3 products. So if you could maybe explain a little bit, maybe what ForTube is in a little bit more detail, and then maybe getting into what those 3 products are in detail.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So ForTube is the short version of Fortune Tube. So because the YouTube, right? So people think we are a video site. However, we are not. We wish our users can make a great fortune through our DeFi service on the ForTube platform. So the ForTube will provide individual and enterprise users with crypto asset investment, financing, and trading services to meet different crypto financial needs of these users. So ForTube has 3 functional components. They are the ForTube bond, ForTube bank, and the chain stable coin. First, the ForTube bond. It's a bond funding protocol of the crypto asset loan service with fixed term and the interest rate. So the term and the interest rate is fixed. It's about maybe 50 days and 30 days, 60 days, something like that. And users can issue their crypto bond on the ForTube platform. So the whole process is totally decentralized. Each term of crypto bond is issued in a form of ERC20, and we call them bond tokens. So each term of the bond tokens has its own ERC20 contract, which contains all the necessary information and the related operations of the bond. So the bond tokens are indivisible, and their face value is usually 100 US dollar. So the bond tokens can be transferred freely. So I can send my bond tokens to you directly. And the person who holds the bond tokens is a creditor in the debt relationship and can use the bond token to redeem the principal and the interest on the ForTube platform. Yes. So that is the ForTube bond. And the ForTube bond is now fully operational on the Ethereum mainnet. So everyone can try our bond service. Yeah. So the ForTube Bank is the second component. Is a loan service protocol, provides token deposit and the loan services with algorithm-driven current and the variable interest rate. So I think people are very familiar with Compound, right? So we will provide the similar service like Compound. The difference of us between Compound is we will focus on Asia market first and support the crypto asset such as HT, the OKB, and the HBTC, RMBTC, and other crypto assets. They are issued by the Asia crypto projects, right? So we also introduce different interest rate. The interest rate algorithm of ourselves is different of Compound. So we use a 3 segmentations functional model to calculate the interest rate at different lending ratio. So this can make our adjustment of the interest rate more precise. And the most important point is the code of our products. Yes, the code. Yeah, every single line of our code is developed by ourselves, not fork or copy from project. Yes. So we respect current DeFi players. They are doing a great job. So we will never copy them. We will create our own project to engage in the competition. Yes. So the third component, the chain stablecoin, it is a decentralized stablecoin and is designed for everyone to mint and use. So the crypto assets holders, they can lock their assets to the chain's smart contract to obtain the amount of chain stablecoin that is equivalent of the fiat currency without having to pay any interest. So there is no interest in the chain stablecoin system. It is a very big difference between MakerDao and chain. Yes. So the stablecoin chain is regarded as the currency exchange proof issued by the smart contract to the holders of crypto assets. So you can imagine chain is the next generation of the decentralized stablecoin, not like MakerDao currently. Yes. So chain introduced the innovative price stabilization mechanisms. We have different price stabilization mechanism, such as we have zero holding cost. volatility index and the smooth arbitrage liquidation of the crypto assets. So there are a series of the mechanism in the stablecoin. Yes. So this stablecoin can be used for investment in the ForTube bond, for deposit in the ForTube bank for interest. Yes. So it may be used as a payment tool in transactions of our partners in different DeFi projects or the crypto wallets. Yes. So Chen will peg the RMB, yeah, because we based in China, so we focus on RMB. So that is also a difference between DAI, yes, because DAI is pegged on USD. So our market strategy is focusing on the Asian market currently. A lot of the crypto holders have the need of Chinese yuan in the stablecoin. So these people will be our first users. So I think, yeah, that's the introduction of the ForTube and the three components. Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for that detailed description. So it really sounds like, you know, you're really taking kind of some of the best parts of DeFi and kind of really combining them essentially into almost one protocol or one marketplace that kind of works seamlessly together for users.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I love to get. So I know you said the bond is live. Interested to know what's kind of the next thing on your product roadmap. What do you expect to go live next?
Okay. Yeah. The next step of us, right? Our future development milestones will be in the July. In the next month, we will finish the integration of the loan, stablecoin, and bond into the ForTube platform. Yes, and then we wish to create a one-stop DeFi platform users. So also in the July 2020, we will initiate the launch of stablecoin, the Chain 2.0 version, the second version of Chain, what I introduced just now. So, and in September, we will officially launch the DeFi application security protocol component that is used by other DeFi projects, and which include our understanding of the security protection in the DeFi industry. So this year we will also collaborate, trying to collaborate with Binance Chain, Polkadot, Cosmos. So these great project in the ForTube business. So that is to introduce our service to more users worldwide and in different great projects. So that is our roadmap in this year.
Awesome. So supporting kind of a multi-chain DeFi,
yes,
protocol. Okay, very cool, very interesting. I think that's a unique approach in this space. And it sounds like you've got a lot of work ahead, but it also sounds like you're working pretty quickly at the same time.
Thanks.
So getting into kind of Chainlink and the integration here, could you maybe briefly explain what you're using kind of the Chainlink Oracle network for in the Force protocol?
Okay. So first, why we need to use Oracle service in the DeFi product?
Sure.
Because we all know the Oracle, there's the Oracle problem of the DeFi, right? So a smart contract is only as good as its data source. So, but however, the data in a completely open, decentralized network it is not necessarily reliable. So you can't trust just a decentralized price source. So people, if we want to use the decentralized smart contract every day, but if the Oracle are usually centralized, so it's not only safety, but also the necessity of the smart contract's existence will be challenged because the Oracle is centralized, right? But your smart contract is decentralized. So why I just directly use the centralized service? that's enough, right? So the Oracle opportunity is where the project like Chainlink, yeah, right. You are stepping to this problem to try to solve it, and by use a valuable token to let participants get rewarded for providing good data to your Oracle system. So how to protect the security, make sure everything is correctly operating in a blockchain system. So you need to put some crypto or token behind it to play the governance role. So there's some kind of governance token to make sure all the players are behaving so that the data quality can be assured. So, and this is exactly what Chainlink has done. So the Chainlink team has done it in an open and extensible fashion. So in that, you have a technology solution to make the price source decentralized and reliable. So that's also the reason why we are seeking for the integration. Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think that makes perfect sense. I think you did a good job of explaining. You build all these decentralized, kind of mechanisms, services, and then if you turn around and use a centralized Oracle, essentially that becomes the weakest link, or that becomes maybe your biggest point of failure. So yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. And then for the price feeds, what are you planning on using? Are you planning on using it for the interest rate, or for the stablecoin? What's kind of the use of the price feed here for Force Protocol?
Okay, just like I said, we have the ForTube platform, and the ForTube have different components. So we firstly want to use the Chainlink price feed into the bank protocol. So the bank is, I just said, it relies on the price feed of the different crypto assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin, and so we will first to integrate Chainlink's the price feed service into the bank service. Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much. Would you explain maybe how was it like? How was it like working with with the team behind Chainlink? What was the integration process like?
So firstly, so just like I said, our smart contract needs reliable price source. So to Chainlink team, you also need to expand the market sharing in the decentralized Oracle service. So that's the beginning of the two teams. Yes, we also agree to have the price feed into our platform. Yes. So by doing that, so we know that the Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network that currently provides the decentralization at both the Oracle and the data source level. So the first step of our two teams is to use the data directly from Chainlink. The data, no, not the data, the price feed, the price data from your Oracle. Yes, and we get a lot of help from the Chainlink technical team to make us quickly integrate your service into our platform. So before we launch the bank service officially, and we finish that work, so it's really a Chainlink speed. Yes, very quick.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, I know that's a big thing, is trying to work quickly so that you can focus on building all the other things that are very important inside your protocol. Perfect. David, would love to get a little bit, kind of explore a little bit about yourself. Do you do anything? Obviously, you're very busy, and I'm sure you're working on this night and day. Do you have any interest outside of blockchain? That you pursue when you're not working? Any hobbies or anything of that nature, or are you just working on the first Force Protocol all day, every day?
Okay, as a co-founder of this project, maybe for every day I will work over 3 hours, maybe. So, but actually, yes, I have some spare time of myself. So when I was not working, I usually go to watch some sci-fi movies. You know, the so just like The Matrix, I
Yep.
love the movie very much, and I will read some sci-fi uh, novel also. So there is a very famous book in China named The Three Body Problem. So maybe you have already heard of it because Barack Obama has already also recommended of this book. So I, I also recommend everyone to read it. Yes. So just so the movie and the book that will take my spare time, and also I have a little girl, my baby. So I will go home and to spend the time with her. Yes.
Awesome. How old is your daughter?
Yeah. Less than 1 year. So
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's a lot of work. So
she's 1 year old. Yes.
so
But
work all
very
day.
little.
Yep. So you're a very busy man, David.
Yes.
I have two daughters. I remember what it was like when they were under 1 year old, and it was a lot of time and effort and a lot of love. So I
Yes.
definitely understand you're a very busy man right now.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I guess kind of the next thing is there anything kind of upcoming that you want to make kind of users aware about? Obviously, they can start interacting with the platform now. You have some components I know that are live, but just interested to know, is there anything people should look out for? And then what's kind of the best way to follow you or to follow the development of the Force Protocol?
Yeah, I think we are building our community on the Telegram and on the Twitter. So every step of our project, we will to share to our community in the community channels. So if people are interested in our project and our services, first I recommend them to use ForTube for the first step to become our user to try the cool DeFi service. Yes. And after that, if people think we are really good and they really recognition to us, so I recommend people to join our community on the Telegram and to follow our Twitter account. We will share the every interesting step of our project to our friends. Yes.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for that. We'll put those links in the description as well. So anyone
Mhm.
viewing the video can certainly watch that. And then kind of the last thing, is there anything else that you wanted to share before we kind of wrap up the Q&A here today?
Yeah. So I'd like to share about the security of our product.
Okay,
Yes,
sure.
yes. Before we launch our product officially, we will first to make our code be audited by the tier one audit team. For example, before we launch our bound to protocol, we have the slowness audit team to audit our code together with us, and so we make sure every code is safe, and then we launch our product. So, uh, but the audit is not enough. So when we are running our service and we have a bug bounty program currently operating. So everyone, if you find a bug in on our platform, yes, just uh, send the information to us, and we will give you rewards of it. Yes. So
Awesome.
we have to join our bug bounty program. Yes.
Well, I definitely respect and appreciate that you kind of audited your code prior to going live. I'm sure you're aware that sometimes
Yeah.
people create a DeFi product without auditing their code and just going live and then kind of hoping everything sort of works out. So I definitely think that was the right approach. Could you explain a little bit, maybe kind of how long that process is? How long does that auditing process, usually take for a team like yourself from the beginning of the audit to the end?
Take the bond audit process as an example.
Yep.
We take about 3 weeks of the whole audit process. But if we add the the discussion of our process, so it takes over 1 month of the total audit process. Yes.
Yeah, I know that's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of
Yeah.
investments. But I think if you want to make something that's going to be here for years, which is the goal, you've got to have a strong foundation. So,
Yes.
certainly understand that. But yeah, I'm aware the auditing process is very long, but at the same time, very necessary. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's perfect. Well, I want to say, thank you again, David, for joining us. I think you're creating something that's pretty unique and interesting in this space where you're really combining maybe some of the best aspects of some of the kind of DeFi protocols that are there and putting them in one place in one location. So I think that's very interesting. As I mentioned before, we'll share all of kind of your website, all your social channels in the description as well. I know that you're very, very busy. I know it's the evening there in China. So I want to say thank you again for joining us. Thank you again for all the community for joining us. In a few hours, we'll just have kind of the new uploaded version onto YouTube as well. I'll share that with your team as well, David. And then anyone who wasn't able to join us here because they were busy can always watch this video. And really looking forward to following your progress, seeing how you continue to build things out, and excited to see what the future brings for you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for
Yes.
joining us. Hopefully, David, we'll be able to do this again, maybe in 6 months when you have some kind of more updates and developments, and we can let everybody know all the cool things that you've built since our last talk.
Okay. No problem. Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
At that time. Yes.
Thank you so much, David. You have a great day. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Bye.